Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian from USA.Patriot.Cards, and today I'm going to just have fun with my cards. Make a little video, throw it out there. If 18 people watch it, I'm good with that. I talked about before, you guys out there that think that you don't have the collections to highlight or showcase, or you don't have the, I don't know, knowledge or whatever it might be that's stopping you from just digging out a box of cards and throwing up a video on YouTube. You'd be surprised. I like watching all kinds of collectors talk about their cards and the passion, the stories, and it doesn't have to be the best cards that draw like my interest. I like people telling stories and having fun with their cards, which is what I'm about to do today. Because I tell you what, I could be on eBay, searching for something to buy, and then just neglect this box of beautiful cards that I have right here. And for what? Like, to scratch that itch? I'm not saying don't ever go buy another card. I'm just saying, next time you have a hankering to get on eBay and make a $200 purchase, bust out your box of Mavericks cards and make a video about it. So that's just what I'm going to do. Now, let me prerequisite this by saying this is a, let me see if I can show. This is I'm not supposed to shout them out. This is a Zion Slab Junior, the Zion cases. Now, I got this at the Dallas Card Show for free. I wouldn't normally buy something like this, just being honest. But they were kind of doing like this show deal where, I went up to them on trade night and they were like, "Hey, do you have an Instagram?" I was like, "I actually do have an Instagram for cards." And they were like, "Well, we'll give you this case if you shout it out." So, all right, cool. Unfortunately, I got real frustrated with this. I'll show it again. This janky combo system right here, and this lock. Now, I might be challenged, and maybe you guys have these cases and use the combo lock, and you push that thing and it pops every time you unlock it, and it's great and it's perfect. I didn't like it, and I ended up ripping. I couldn't get it open, so I ended up ripping it apart. So now I basically just store this lot of one-touched Maverick cards. The prerequisite for this is that it has to be a Maverick card. I have some, Lukas in slabs that aren't included in here, but if it's a one-touch and it's a Maverick, it's typically going to be in this box, and it has some high-end stuff. So let's just start. Let me move this out of the way so I can show you a Maxi Kleber. Outside of Dallas, you guys might not know much about Maxi. Maxi's a German player from the same town as Dirk. Let's see if it shows. And I can't. Wurzburg, Germany, or something like that. But he's from the same town as Dirk. He's a 3-and-D guy. He can be really good sometimes defensively. He can hit a couple big shots for you, but I think he's one of the reasons why we're struggling so much. We just don't have very athletic, consistently good guys. So, but I like him, and it's hard to find his stuff, especially game use stuff. This is 4 out of 40. It comes out of Noir, which is an expensive product. I think if you hit this card in a box of Noir as one of your hits, you wouldn't be too pleased. But I found this at a table at the Dallas Card Show. I think I paid 30 or 40 bucks for it. Game used, Maverick, just what I like. Next, this is a throwback. How about a Harrison Barnes, Wesley Matthews? Gorgeous, flawless. These are the dual diamonds. This is the gold out of 10 with 2 pieces of the lettering. Very nice. Dallas won 8 games by at least 15 points in 2017, 2018. Each of those routes came at home, including a 111-79 blowout of the Bucks on November 18th, facilitating that runaway win. Barnes and Matthew combined for 40 points. The guards knocked down 6 shots from long range, and the guard and the forward hit all 6 of his attempts from the stripe. The guard being Wesley Matthews, and the forward being Harrison Barnes. You got Harrison Barnes, North Carolina, had a great college career. Little man, JJ, little man from Spain. JJ Barea was a huge part of the 2011 title run. An inspiration to hopefuls abroad. Barea is guiding a new generation of, he's not Spanish, he's Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican players. Every summer I spend time with the youngsters in the weight room, and we talk about the NBA, what the workouts are like. He said to Time Magazine, interesting, a Barea basketball boost is a beautiful thing for the island. You know what? I'd love to write the back of cards. Flawless. I have a journalism degree from the University of Missouri. I can do this better than what's being done now. I don't have to go and rip off Time Magazine articles to get quotes. But let me know. I'll be happy to write content on the back of your sports cards. How about, now this is a national treasure, Dorian Finney-Smith, referred to as Dodo around here, rookie autographs. This one is out of 99, 35 and 99. And Dorian is another one of those players, much like Maxi Kleber, who can be really good and inconsistent. But Dorian is one of my favorites. He's a hard-nosed guy, always playing tough. Gives the Mavericks sort of an edge, an athletic edge that they need desperately, because they have a lot of unathletic guys, let's be honest. Tim Hardaway Jr. is he's not very athletic, NBA standards wise. Luka, of course, isn't. Then you got Maxi. You've got, who else? Christian Wood's not athletic. Josh Green exudes athleticism, but he has a role. Though he's known primarily for his defense, Finney-Smith starred on both ends of the floor when the Mavericks defeated Denver 112-92 on December 12th, 2016. In 32 minutes, he poured in 13 points on 3 of 5 trays and added 9 rebounds, 3 dimes, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. That is a Finney-Smith game right there. Does a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. Here's another one. This is Immaculate Ink. I don't think this is a rookie. 2019, it's not. Capping off a 5-game win streak, the Mavericks grounded the Rockets 137-123 on November 24, 2019, finishing off his first double-double of the season. Finney-Smith buried a three-pointer from the left corner. That's his spot, the corners, specifically the left corner. In the waning minutes, the forward finished with 12 points, 10 rebounds, and the road triumph. Yeah, they say that the corner shots in the NBA, the threes, are the shortest three that you can shoot. And that's where he likes to go camp out. And he'd be known to hit a big shot on you now. Here is another decently athletic, but not very consistent player that the Mavericks like to roll out, and his name is Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell's another guy like Dorian. He's going to give everything he has. He's really relentless, but he just is overmatched a lot. Nothing on the back of this one. They're like, what's there to say about Dwight Powell? I don't know if this is 2016. I don't think this might be actually a rookie, but it doesn't have a rookie designation anywhere. It's a 48 out of 75. They put as much effort into this card as he did into that auto. Moving along. Now here is a nice one. This is a Dirk with a little piece of the horse, I think, is what we're looking at. And then one of the most athletic guys the Mavericks have had in the past few years is Dennis Smith Jr. But Dennis and Luka couldn't really gel. Dennis is a ball hawkish, needs the ball type of guard, point guard. He likes the ball. He's a great player. He resurrected his career. He thought about going to the NFL. It's a true story. Look it up. Because he just wasn't cutting it in the NBA. He felt like he's bouncing around a little bit, and then he landed in Charlotte with Lonzo down for the beginning of the season. Got a lot of meaningful minutes. Was getting some articles written about him about how he did resurrect his career and was playing some good basketball. And they told the story about how he said he was going to go try out for the NBA. So very athletic guard. Just couldn't make it work here in Dallas. Unfortunately, this is another dual diamond. This is out of 10, gold version. Nowitzki, 39 years old, and Smith, 20 years old, were at opposite ends of the career spectrum in 2017-18. But this is the year right before Luka. Like any good opposites, they attracted quite well. Coming together quickly as teammates, they put on attractive scoring displays, including on January 9th when they shared game-high honors with 20 points apiece in the win versus Orlando. 20 points apiece. That was a bad game for Dirk. Okay, here we go. Next. This card cost me, I think, $6, and I put it in a one-touch. You want to know why? Because it's freaking awesome. This is one of the best $6 I've ever spent in the hobby. Look at the green. I love the Mavericks green unis, and that's kind of really the driver behind this card, but the color match on it is awesome. I don't like mosaic. I can't stand mosaic, actually. But I do like this card, and I like some of the stained glass that they have. There's actually a green Luka stained glass that I kind of want. It's been a little pricey. But yeah, it's a gorgeous card. One of those cards that you could tell somebody, oh yeah, that's an $8,000 color match. Somebody that doesn't know any better. I mean, it looks like an $8,000 card to me. It's that pretty. But it's sadly not. No, sadly, it's fine. It's a card that you could put in somebody's stocking. You went out and found this card on eBay. Put it in a one-touch, which helps, Helps the presentation, Throw that thing in a 12-year-old, or, well, they're probably too old. They probably know the market in and out. Throw that thing in a 7-year-old's stocking. You got a smile on Christmas. Ooh, this is a preview. If you're watching this, this is a little sneak preview, because I'm going to do an entire video solely about this card. So I won't get into it too heavy here. Although I will say that one of my best friends, Josh, got me this. It's my Christmas present. He the first year we met and hung out pretty tough, being in the hobby, Christmas rolls around and he said, "Hey man, I got your Christmas gift." And I was like, "What?" And that year he gave me this. And I thought, man, this is so cool and thoughtful. So we've been swapping gifts ever since. I'll tell you more about this. It's a really cool card, and I'll tell you why in that video. In the meantime, here is another. This is an impeccable Dorian on-card rookie. This one is out of 49. Finney Smith is a guy that loves defense by nature, says Coach Rick Carlisle. With young guys, we don't see that often, despite being an undrafted rookie. Yeah, that's right. Finney Smith has found his calling card by using 6'11" wingspan to force opponents into tough shots and turn defense into offense with loads of steals. Loads. Cool card. Again, Panini, I can do better. The back of these cards. This one's cool. This is a Dirk, sealed. Never going to unseal that. This is sealed by Topps. It's an X-Fractor out of 2003, 2004. To be recognized as an elite star, Dirk realized he needed improvement in one area, defense. He was a different player in 2003. Dirk's gone from our worst defender to one of our 2 or 3 top, Coach Don Nelson said. Anybody who has been watching him can see he's taken it upon himself to be an even better player. Improving at the defensive end was key to that. Yeah, Dirk worked hard. Again, Dirk wasn't one of the most athletic guys in the league, but he worked hard on defense and got a lot better. Let's go back to back Dirks here. This one is out of Totally Certified. It's a sticker. I believe it's numbered. It's short printed. 21 to 25. Just a cool Dirk. If I opened a box of Certified and pulled that, I'd be stoked. Here's a guy that was thought to possibly get drafted by the Mavericks. Instead, they took Dennis Smith. I believe he was drafted 1 pick later. No, he was right before. I think the Knicks took him with the 8th pick, maybe. But now he is on the Mavericks. He doesn't get a whole lot of game time, but he's decent. This is a gold out of 10. It's a nice card. He's a good defender. It's not. That's about all he does, really. He doesn't really score too much. Harrison Barnes, nice little horizontal piece. Gold, flawless, game used, of course. Fitting in with Dallas better than J.R. Ewing. Barnes enjoyed a breakout campaign in his first season with the Mavericks in 2016-17. The forward scored in double figures in each of his first 13 games with the team. Breaking the franchise record by a debuting player of 26 set by Jeff Houston. Literally never heard of Jeff Houston during the 80-81 season. Now that was written well. I like the good intro. Fitting in with Dallas better than J.R. Ewing. Throwback to the show, Dallas. The oil tycoon J.R. Ewing, played by Larry Hagman. Thank you. There we go. Here's another Dwight Powell. This one is a select gold out of 10. Nice RPA there. It's a great card. I mean, yeah, if this was a better player, it'd be a better card. But I mean, that's a really nice card of old Dwight Powell. And the unicorn, the one that came and went in one of his first autos as a Maverick was this flawless product. Let's see what it says. Dealt from New York to Dallas, Porzingis was eager to pry his way into the postseason. For me, personally, the goal is to take that first step at least and make the playoffs, he told ESPN. I want to get that first feel. I understand that we're not going to win a championship in 1 year, but that is the end goal. Why not? Maybe because you're going to be hurt too much? Or, what kind of bullshit is that? I understand we're not going to win a championship. Do you not? Okay. Here's a Seth, not to be confused with Steph Curry. I liked when he played with the Mavericks. He was a really good player for us. Scored a lot of. Worked well with Luka. A lot of off-ball movement that is good in a Luka run offense. A lot of off-ball movement. This is out of 21-25, and then a good spot-up shooter. Let's go. Let's read this one. Facing a steep deficit after one quarter on February 27th, 2017, Dallas needed a spark if it wanted its second straight win. Curry heard the call and stepped up big, leading all scorers in both the second and third frames. He added 11 in the second and 9 in the third, and he added 6 more points in the fourth, part of a game-high 29 that steered the Mavs in victory over Miami. All right. Pretty cool. Pretty interesting. Game used on card in a Mavericks uni. I had a bunch of Seth Curry stuff that I ended up selling. And then I've told this story before. This was cheap. This was like $80, but this goes really cool with the Luka rookie premium edition immaculate that I have. They go really nice together. Matter of fact, I'll put this one aside because I do have that one coming up, and I'll show you kind of how cool they look together. He's a big guy, 7'3", if you want an exact figure, so it makes sense. Porzingis started his career in the Big Apple, does it? And looked to keep growing. His game in the Big D. The Mavericks acquired the forward in a big deal of a deal. Literally, read that. It says that the Mavericks acquired the forward in a big deal of a deal. Flawless. Panini, call me, please. Trading for the Knicks star. Big things awaited him in Dallas. Not so much. Here's another Porzingis. This one I picked up right after the trade. I was excited. I got this cheap. I thought, there's going to be a run on unicorns. People are going to pick them up. Speaking of unicorns. I'm not going to read maybe I will. Sorry. Porzingis's. God. Porzingis's Ascent. hold on. Refresh. Okay. There's other ways to write that, like Porzingis ascended instead of Porzingis ascent. Into superstardom continued in 2017-2018 when the Unicorn boosted his scoring average by more than 4 points to 22.7 and registered career highs in blocks at 2.4 and three-pointers at 1.9. The third-year forward's all-around production earned the Latvian big man his first All-Star selection. Okay. Here's a 1 or 2 year wonder. I can't remember how long we had a Willie Cauley. Matter of fact, what's Willie Cauley-Stein doing these days? Is he out of the league? I haven't heard. Yeah, I think I don't know. But how about a patch auto in his Mavericks gear? Super cool. That doesn't look like a Mavericks uniform, though. That looks like it could have been a Kings, like, alternate jersey. This is 1 out of 5. It's the green, a very unpopular, super short print green parallels. I won't spend too much time on that, although, interesting auto. XX. Okay. Here is a nice, immaculate acetate. Not a premium edition, though, but it sure looks like one without the script there. But 7 of 11, I like that. That's cool. And his third game since coming over from the Knicks via trade, Hardaway showed why the Mavericks would be wise to include him in their plans. Facing Portland on February 10th, 2019, the swingman scored 24 points, including his 5,000th point of his NBA career, helping nudge Dallas to a 102-101 victory. The enclosed game-worn material, which was worn as a member of the New York Knicks, and autograph are guaranteed by Panini America. That's cool. They don't do that anymore. They wouldn't spend the time to point out what uniform. I mean, this is not only a Hardaway uniform, but they're telling us it's from the Knicks. Good on you. Keep doing it. Don't just get lazy. Jesus. Like, look at this. This is literally a Portland Trailblazers card. I mean, it's a Donruss Timeless Treasures. It's a game used. It's from the enclosed game-worn material, which was worn as a member of the Dallas Mavericks, and autograph are guaranteed by Panini America. It says it right there. So why not just make it a Mavericks card? This is just a joke to me, but whatever. Another one, another Curry, 6 out of 10, vaulted veteran out of Encased. Encased is such a bad product. I'm not going to read this. Oh, God, yes, I am. Listen to this. Curry hails from a home where they probably made their way by candlelight at night. That's what happens when the house is filled by lights-out shooters. Confidence also shined bright there. Asked who could top him in a jump shot competition, Curry said, "I work too hard to say anybody's better than me at shooting." I like this. This is the kind of stuff. I want to turn a card over and read something hilarious like that. Curry hails from a home where they probably made their way by candlelight at night. That's what happens when the house is filled by lights-out shooters. Brilliant. Brilliant. Let's see. Let's go in reverse here. Okay, National Treasures. Dennis Smith Jr., RPA. Pretty cool. That I'm not going to read. This is a nice one, and Dorian did everything he could to stay on sticker, which I do appreciate. National Treasures Game Gear. This one's game used. Finney Smith was front and center when the Mavs pulled off a shocking 51-point win over the Clippers. Okay. Yeah, pretty cool card. Game used. Tim Hardaway. Look like a Knicks patch to you? See if they mention it. Yeah, I think they do right here. It's so light I can't read it. That says something about his dad, but I'm not going to read it. Anyway, on card, game used, Tim Hardaway. Here's another Porzingis. This one pulled by the amazing people over at Platinum Cards, which I like Platinum. I can't defend some of the shit they've done, but recently, but I used to watch them all the time on Breakers TV. If you know Breakers TV, you've been in the game a while. Porzingis pounded the Pacers. It's called alliteration. I'm available, Panini, to write the back of these cards. Here is Dirk Nowitzki, impeccable. This is the silver, the 1 ounce. The 1 troy ounce. And I looked up what troy ounce means. It just means it's an ounce. Fine silver. One thing that's cool is if silver ever goes to the moon, this card will go with it. It's pretty cool. Dirk, 7 out of 10. It's the gold silver parallel. Almost done. Almost done. Everything from here on out is pretty cherry. How about this? Flawless. This one is a distinguished. This one is a silver out of 25. It's an on-card. Game used. Money in clutch situations. Nowitzki hit the jackpot during a contest against Utah on February 9th, 2017, with the Mavericks trailing by 2. With 5 seconds remaining, the forward retrieved a loose ball and cashed in on a 20-foot jumper to send the game to overtime. Dallas went on to win 112-105. Luka, RPA, out of Timeless Treasures. Dirk, just a patch auto. Game used, not game used. Pulled these out of a Mavericks team break. Back when I would get into the occasional break out of Donruss basketball. That's a pretty good break. If you get the Mavericks and you get a Luka RPA and also a Dirk to 10. Pretty good. All right. Coming in on the home stretch, one of my favorite Dirk cards. The clutch factor, the on-card, the game used, gorgeous. Man, that's a badass patch. Out of 25. Oh, this is an interesting. Perhaps playing with a shovel in his back pocket, Nowitzki rescued the Mavericks after Boston rallied from a 17-point hole. There's the shovel reference. On January 18th, 2016. I just had to dig deep. He said after scoring 21 of his 31 in the final 17 minutes. Them taking the lead, it's just like, you got to go. You got to find it somewhere. So I took out my shovel from the back pocket, my NBA pocketless shorts, and dug. I had to dig deep with my shovel. I'm available. Panini, call me. Just hit me up right here. You can DM me right below. Oh, the best. The 2 best for last. Let me show you what I was talking about on that. Let's see, where is that? Porzingis. Here it is. Check out how cool this looks together. See that? It's like they were made for each other. How they come together like that. Both premium edition. Different years, interestingly. This one's 2018, and this one is 2019. Yeah. Different years. They come together. So nice. This is a sweet Luka. Traded for this at the Dallas Card Show. It's a premium edition. Immaculate RPA. Love this card. Still sealed. Probably always will be. I wouldn't want to grade this. Just because these are a 7-8 would be a nice grade on this. Just because these get beat up coming straight out of the factory. But yeah, it's a great card. Love this card. High-end card. Only one of the only Luka RPAs that I have. And then the coup de grace, the top of the mountain, cherry on top of the ice cream. Didn't even read this. Portland entered play on February 10th, 2019 with a pristine 33-0 record when leading after 3 quarters. It left Dallas, however, with a 1 in the loss column thanks to Doncic. The stellar rookie led the comeback effort, scoring 13 of his team-high 28 points in the final frame to help the Mavs pull off a 102-101 win. That's pretty interesting. I didn't know Portland was ever 33-0. Oh, when leading after 30. Okay. All right, this one. I could do a whole video just on this alone. This one is the culmination of Dirk's entire career. Coming to Dallas, fresh-faced and not knowing a lot of English, getting beat in the 2006 finals by Dwayne Wade, and then working and staying in Dallas and signing another contract and keeping the dream alive. Never lost focus. Never went and chased a championship somewhere else. Found himself in the 2011 NBA championships with a flu. He had the friggin' flu. 102-degree temperature, flu. Maybe even COVID back then. Who knows? But it was enough that Dwayne Wade and LeBron James were making fun of him. And he just... love this card. Love it for everything it means. To him, the city. To me as a MFFLer. On card. Game used. What this is, it's called a championship tag. And if your franchise has won a championship at any point in its history, you get one of these on the back collar in the middle of your NBA jersey. And then like the Celtics, I think they have like 17 or 21, whatever, however many, they'll have like times 21 on there. But this has no times on it because it's just one. And it's the only one the Mavericks have ever been able to get. And it's all thanks to the big German. Hopefully one day there'll be one with Luka on it that he's brought, and it'll say *2, and I'll have that, God willing. Well, thank you for the journey through my Mavericks one touches. I'm going to, like I said, do a special video about this guy here in the future. Imagine writing the little blurbs on the back of Panini basketball or football or baseball cards. What a great job. And I'm available for that job. If you'd like for me to come in for an interview, Panini, I do have clothes that I just purchased. But you better scoop me up before the school does, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get that call any day now. Pretty sure. Thanks again. It was fun. It was a good run through my Mavs cards, and it kept me from going on eBay and buying something. Not really, but again, if you ever find yourself bored and wanting to purchase a card, go make a video instead, and you'll find that you enjoy your collection when you do that type of stuff. Till next time, I've talked enough. Thanks for watching. Bye.